So in this revision session, we're going to look at question 2 from the 4th of January 2019 CSEC Math booklet. So let's go to question 2. So in question 2a here, you are required to make x the subject of the formula. So we're going to rearrange the formula here. So we're going to take 3p both sides. So what we have there is y minus 3p, and that would equal to x over 5. We want to get x, so we multiply both sides by 5. And in doing so, what we get is x on the right hand side, and on the left hand side we would have 5 times y minus 3p. So that gives us 5y minus 15p. So x is equal to that. Let's move on to part B, the second part of the question. Part 2, you are asked to solve this equation by factorization. So by examining this equation, it's very straightforward. The common factor in this equation is x. Okay, so we're going to factor out x. So we would have 2x in the bracket there minus 9, and that equals 0. So it means that x equals 0, or 2x minus 9 equals 0. So 2x there would equal to 9. So x equals 4.5. Okay, moving on to the next part of the question. So here we have a question which says that a farmer wishes to enclose a rectangular plot with a wire fence. The width of the plot is 3 meters less than the length, and we're given an area of 378 square meters. We need to show that L squared minus 3L minus 378 equals 0. Okay, so we have L as length. Let's just write that. Length, let's do some writing here. So we have length represented as L. Is denoted as L, okay? And then the width is 3 meters less than the length. So we would have length minus 3. So that's the width, okay? And we know that the area of a rectangle is the length times the width, okay? So we have the area given as 378 square meters, okay, and the length is L, and the width is L minus 3. Let's simplify the right hand side. So what we have there is L squared minus 3L, and on the left hand side we have 378. Okay, so we want this side to become 0, so we take away 378, so that's 0. So what we have there is L squared minus 3L minus 378 as required. Doesn't matter the order, you can write L squared minus 3L minus 378 equals 0. Doesn't really matter the way around. Okay, moving on. So it says the force F applied to an object is directly proportional to the extension E produced by the object, and you're required to represent this information as an equation in terms of Fe and an appropriate constant K. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So f is directly proportional to the extension. So we can write f, right, is directly proportional to the extension. So it means that f is equal to, from this, it means that f would equal to some constant k multiplied by the extension. Okay, so that would be the formula. So f is equal to ke. Okay. So f equals to ke. So we need to write this down. So we have f equals to ke. That's what we got. So it says that we need to use the information above to determine the values of x and y from the table. So we have f and we have e, so we need to find k first. Okay, so we can either use any of these values here to work out the value of k. So when f equals 60, okay, we have k times e, which is 1.5. So to get k, you divide 1.5 both sides. So that's 60 into 1.5 into 60. So k equals 40. So we can write our equation now as f is equal to 40e. Okay? So let's work out this value x here. We want to find e. So we are given f as 25. So that will be 40e. So we divide both sides by 40. So we have 25 over 40. And we can simplify this. 5 can go into 25, goes 5, 5 into 25, 5 into 40 goes 8. So e is equal to 5 over 8. Let's work out the value of y now. So we are not given f, but we know the value of e and we know the value of k, so that's very straightforward. So e, so this should be 5 over 8. Let's put 5 over 8 in there. Okay, and this should be x instead of e. Okay, that should be x. Put it in the bracket there. Okay, right. So we want to find y, so which is f. So we have y equals to 40 times e. We know e as 3.2. So that's 4 2s 8, 4 3s 12, 1. So that would be 128. So y is 128 for that. Okay. So that should be 128. So this should be really x there. That should be x. It's x, which is the value of e anyway. So that's fine. Okay, so here ends question 2.